Here's the story of when I was almost mugged in New York City. That's next. Welcome back to the vlog, Shakers. For those who are new, Derek Van Schaik here. It's story time.
Everyone here loves story time.
When I first graduated college, I was working my first real job out of college, working in New York City and living in the New York City area. I was living in Hoboken, New Jersey. That's right across the river, the Hudson River, from New York City. A lot of people live in Hoboken who also work in New York City because even though Hoboken is probably one of the most expensive cities in all of New Jersey, it's way less expensive than New York City, so you can get a lot more bang for your buck. This all happened about 10 years ago. We were about a few months after graduating from college. So some of my college friends said, hey, you're working in New York City, you're in the area, there's a few other people that are still in the area, why don't we hang out for some drinks? It was late summer, 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday. I took the PATH train from Hoboken, New Jersey, underneath the Hudson, right, into New York City. And then from there, I took a subway, but I was new to taking the subway in New York City. I would mostly just take some of the trains going from New Jersey to New York, but not the subways running within New York City. So I wasn't really sure of when the trains run and what stops there are and what stop I should take. And then I basically got off at the wrong stop. I remember just realizing oh no, I have to walk a distance here to kind of get to where we're gonna meet up. So at that time, with my lack of experience of using the subways, it was so much easier if I would just walk 20 minutes and just get there. So I was walking in Alphabet City all alone, late at night. Alphabet City back then was really dangerous. Nowadays, Alphabet City is probably a little dangerous. But back then, Alphabet City was probably the most dangerous area of Manhattan. I was looking at a map or a piece of paper, trying to figure out where I was and where I needed to go and, all of that. I wasn't familiar with the area at all. I didn't know anything about the area. I really didn't even know how dangerous the area was until later on. But just based on how old everything looked and the surroundings of how there weren't many people on the streets and it looked a little creepy, I kind of knew that it wasn't that great of an area of New York City. So I was looking at my piece of paper, then all of a sudden, this guy comes out of seemingly nowhere, maybe in dark alley or somewhere, because he probably noticed that I was distracted. And he comes out and then starts walking towards me. So immediately I put whatever I was looking at kind of in my pocket. So to give you a little bit of a description of him, he was about 5'7". I'm 6'2", so he was quite a bit shorter than me. He was wearing a black leather jacket, somewhat baggy jeans, but they seemed kind of dirty. Nothing on his face, nothing on his head, maybe a little scruff on his face. He had curly reddish blonde hair. He starts approaching me and he looked like he was on something where he just wasn't acting right. He was just kind of moving a little bit like this, just odd. And he pulls out this stuffed animal. Yeah, that's right. It was a stuffed animal. So as I'm walking towards him on the sidewalk, he pulls out this stuffed animal from the inside of his coat, kind of like this. Hey man, look at this, look. And you may ask, what did this stuffed animal look like? It kind of looked like Mrs. Meow Meow's.
I've never seen a tiger that looks like me.
From Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
I'm not kidding. It looked exactly like that. Kind of like an old raggedy cat stuffed animal. My initial reaction was, here comes another homeless person trying to get me to give him a few bucks. Then it clicked in my head that, whoa boy, this guy wants me to look down at his stuffed animal, get me distracted, and then boom, mug me.
A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine?
As I was passing him, I made sure that I didn't divert my eyes. I made sure that I had strong posture, strong body language, turned on my mean face, eyebrows coming together, lips together, no smile, hands together, clenched in a fist. Look really tall, really tough, really mean, really confident, and really strong. All of that together saved me from getting mugged. It's not just my height that would have deterred him. He could have easily stalked me for a block and then pulled something on me. You know, thinking back to what happened makes me realize even more how close it was and how much he really was targeting me. If I had just been, what is it you're showing me? Just that, boom, he would have attacked me. Probably at that point in my life, as a very young guy, right out of college, I would have been like, I'll sock you. Tried to beat the crap out of him. But if he's armed and I wasn't armed, what would happen with me? So that's my story. Now you can tell me your story. Put that in the comments below. Stay safe out there and remember to subscribe so new videos come right to you. And I'll see you at the top. There you go.